need to do the necessary. Okay. Today we're going to do sketching of a dog. It's a little Shiba Inu that I got from unsplash.com. You can get a lot of wonderful what do you call that? Reference photo? So we're gonna start with that. I think it's a little bit too bright for you guys. Hang on, let me turn it down. Okay. That works fine. So today, let's see. So today I'll be finishing this piece. And oh yeah, I forgot to post this on Instagram. Okay, today we're going to do this piece. So I'm going to use graphite and carbon. Carbon is my darkest. I only have one carbon pencil. So here it is. And this is my carbon pencil. The brand is Conte et Paris. I guess I don't really know how to pronounce that. Conte et Paris. The rest are all Faber-Castell. And let's see. I use HB 2B, 8B. Oh, and this is Prismacolor. Sorry, not Prismacolor. Polychromos Black. Hang on, let me do this. Okay, so other than that, I also have a blending stump and a mechanical pencil. This one are for detailed work, and I also have mechanical eraser. So because this one is mono 0 Tombow, and this one is rectangular, so this one helps to erase detail work. So for example, the fur. I also have a Faber-Castell one, but then this one is on the bigger side. So these are my tools when I sketch. this is what we'll be using, and I'll also be using my reference photo, which I'll display it right in front of me. Okay, so this is, oops, sorry. So this is currently what I have. I was doing this with a couple of friends at the art store. So some of the traces kind of went everywhere to clean it up a bit. Okay. I also have a piece of paper because I don't want to smear all the carbon and graphite around. So I'm using a HB for now. I'm just going through where I think is following the reference photo. So you can see over here what I did was I used the carbon and I did the darkest part first, but I also just like, oh, I feel like this could use some lighter area, so I just focus on that. So it's just whatever I feel like, and it's really nice because carbon gives this very, very dark effect. It's really satisfying to see that it to have that much of a contrast. It's really appealing to the eye. So I have my blending stump here, and I'm going to spread all that carbon and help color the area. And also I wanted like a little bit depth of field, so I'm not going to do any detail work here. In fact, I'm going to use the blending stump, and I'm just going to color the edges. It looks a little bokeh. I feel like it needs a little top up. I never really understood the feeling when they say that carbon is a soft lead while graphite is hard. Never really understood that until I used carbon pencil myself, and you realize just how much it actually breaks down. You can see all the little freckles of the carbon lead. It just goes everywhere. Not like graphite. Graphite, the lead really hold itself together. That's why it's also lighter, because apparently it's the binder plus lead makes it determines how light and dark it is. So with graphite you have like less uh sorry, with graphite you have more binder, and then carbon you have less. That's what gives it its darkness. So you can see all the little speckles of the carbon that is just left by the pencil the moment you start coloring, and then the lead just goes everywhere. Doing this is its curly tail behind. I like to do the darkest part first because it also feels nice the moment you lay down the really dark work. Then you feel it just looks instantly more realistic because the contrast really makes a difference, and it's nice to have that as a refreshing start because I work with acrylics, and I always have this ugly face, as most artists call it. I have it a lot, so this one it's like a little bit different. Can get away with it a little. And also, graphite is very rough. So whereas compared to carbon is very rough, whereas for graphite it leaves a very smooth shiny finish, which also makes it quite difficult for the graphite for the carbon to stay on the graphite. I'm sorry, I'm mixing my leads. It's hard to talk while doing this. So I usually lay down carbon first because it's very rough. Then only if I feel like I'm satisfied, only do I move to graphite. Because I feel like um nothing really gives that satisfaction of darkness like carbon can. Like 8B is not enough. The darkest I find for graphite is probably the polychromos black. That's about as probably the darkest it will go. So it can almost match carbon, but not to the satisfied level as I'd like it to be. So that's why I still stick with the carbon. Okay, I'm going to just blow the carbon speckles away. Can they, like, even if you blow them, you can actually see it leaves a trace of carbon behind those powdered carbon. So try to erase it as much. It's quite difficult to erase carbon, but if it's very light, I think you can get away with it. Okay. So we are, I kind of move a little bit here and there, so bear with me. Hi, Otaku King. Aw, thank you. Working up, trying to work on a Shiba Inu. I'm good. How's your day so far? So I kind of work a little here and there, so bear with me. I do not just work from like head to toe. I like to go a bit here, a bit there. And because it's fur, I do a lot of tiny strokes. Sleepy. Aw. Do you do art as well, Otaku? Oh, sleepy. Oh, okay. So you are part, probably, I'm guessing, probably Europe area? Because now is 9 a.m. my side. So where are you from? Which country? Ah, that's awesome. Yes, it is very interesting to see different people and yeah, different styles of art. This is a new medium I'm venturing in. Well, I did sketch a little here and there when I was a kid, but never really went into it serious. So this is my fourth piece, and I am quite very interested in it so far. I recently bought the carbon pencil and it did wonders. I'm not sure. Ah, okay. I can actually show. Oh, you live in the USA. Awesome. This was my art previously. I tried to like sketch for the entire of Inktober for was it 2000? I think 2019. So you can see it is it's not that dark. I really wish it could have been darker. I could have also the fact that my sketchbook was a bit yellowish, so contrast wasn't that great. So then recently, a few months back, I bought a carbon pencil and I bought some white paper and everything just changed. I hope you don't mind if I digress a little. Whoop. This is my first piece since. Then, oh, this one I'm very proud of. This one is my second piece. And this is my latest piece. I wanted to do like try something cute. Also, I was like trying to figure out how to do like fine white lines. That's really tricky. So just have to like engrain the paper a little. So I use like a mechanical pencil without the lead, and then you just make an embedded line, and then you color over it. That's how you get the fine white lines. It's interesting. How long have I been drawing? I have been drawing for a really long time, but I never really sketched very seriously until recently. I haven't varnished those yet, so it's a bit unsafe. All good with me, just came here to chill and watch. Alright, and chill and watch is here the place to be. Well, the cat looks good. Thank you so much. I also really proud of that one. if I don't mind saying so. Well, it is helpful that I have a reference photo. If I do not have a reference photo, then I cannot. Not that I say, well, yeah, because reference photo has just so much details, and if I don't follow the reference photo, I'll have to figure out how the fur goes. Especially fur, you have to know the direction of fur. If you don't, people can tell something is off. They don't necessarily know what is off, but just the direction of fur alone, you can tell that it's a little bit uncanny valley. That's the word. Like for example, for dogs, the fur on the neck is always longer compared to like the face, the muzzle. Okay, this one is a little bit more fine work, so I don't think I'll use carbon. I'll use polychromos. Okay, so this is where it reflects light, and I'm still working on fur. Horses was a little easier because their fur is so short that it's almost unrecognizable, like it's mostly just shading. So I'm trying to practice on fur, hence why I tried the kitten, and now I'm trying a bit of the Shiba Inu. I'm trying to like visualize how do I go about this, especially when you work with pencils. Everything has its pros and cons. Never worked with color pencils before, but I think sketching is definitely a very good place to start anywhere in art, because it's so cheap. It's one of the cheapest forms of art. Like, you know, if you're gonna compare it to color pencils, you need, like, I know artists that will have like 60 colors, you know, because you can't mix the colors. So they have like a whole range of gradient to choose from. It's also cheaper than paint, because each color for acrylics could be like 30 ringgit, oils could be even more. So it's very easy, it's more easily accessible as well. Like almost every stationery store already has an eraser, paper, and 2B pencil. So okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with polychromos black. I like polychromos black because it goes really, really dark. Let's see if I can use carbon. Okay. Thank you so much for hosting the stream, Otaku. Thanks so much. Great way to start off my morning. Nice follow logo thingy. Oh, thank you. Have I think you're yeah, One Punch Man. Yes, I have yet to watch season 2 though. I only watched season 1. It's been a while. What's the latest Well, oh, the latest anime I watched was Demon Slayer. I never really grew up with anime, considering that, you know, where I'm from, people like uh animes and mangas, but I never really grew up with them. But my boyfriend is totally into it, so I watched a lot more since I met him, and it's pretty awesome. Before I met him, I watched like, you know, the definite mainstream ones like Spirited Away, One Punch Man, Slam Dunk. Although Slam Dunk was like a really long time ago, I don't remember it anymore. So, how long will you be staying up tonight? Will you be staying for long or just chill and probably sleep soon? This is so weird. Okay. A little something like that. Alright. I'm so weirded out by the mouth. I think I'll avoid it for now. Try to figure out the rest of the area. I'm taking a HP and just coloring a little. I can also use the blender stump and help around a bit. My idea is to shade it and then probably give the illusion of detailed work by probably stroking it to give it like a fur texture thing going on. Well, my name kind of gives it away of what I like. That is true. Just chilling for like 3 minutes while I'm eating pizza. Oh my god, pizza! I love pizza. What kind of flavor are you having right now? So many messages. I need to check if anything urgent. Okay. Nothing too urgent. That's good. That's good. So I'm not sure if you can see. Oh, it's a little bit too bright. I was like trying to show detailed work. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block in all the colors first. So I think I always like to work in steps. So I always like to block in like big shapes. For example, like here. And then you can see the ear a little bit. Like the ear is not much in detail because I wanted to give like a little bokeh effect, like a depth of field. I want to color the area, basically give myself an idea of how it looks like. The shadings, the shadows. I think at the same time. This is the tricky part for doing fur. You have to, if you want those like white fur to peek through those if you want those white fur to peek out more from the darker fur, you have to color it first. When I say color means like basically you have to make a dent in the paper so only it can peek out. So this one has to be, you have to think about it first. You really have to plan your how you're gonna go about it, which is really, really difficult because I don't quite have a plan. I'm just going how I feel it should. But that's life for you, right? Things never go according to plan. Just go with the flow. It's to be getting a little darker here, guys. Also I'm trying to okay, so I think this Shiba Inu is lighter. His original photo is his typical orange coat. Okay. And I'm gonna take a mechanical pencil and draw it. Love to stay longer, but I'm sorry my time is up. Please keep up the good work. It looks really good. Thank you so much, Otaku King. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my stream and take a chance on me. You have a good night. Rest well for tomorrow and enjoy your pizza. Bye. Okay. Just make the muzzle a little bit more prominent. Okay. Now, we will do a lighter. Just ever so slightly because I don't. So that's the thing about beginners, is that they feel a little unconfident, that they are willing to go really, really light, and that's why you often see that beginners, they just don't have enough contrast because they're not sure, they don't feel brave enough to put in darker tones because they're afraid of ruining their piece. And in a way, that's what I'm doing right now. But also because the piece is really, really light, so. But this one is like graphite, so we can always use a eraser to lighten things up again. So we're just going to do like little fur detail works around here. Oh, this one looks a little too dark. Let me get my kneadable eraser. Kneadable erasers are really neat. They're like this little plasticine kind of thing. You can like shape it to whatever you want. This is really good. Like, so for example, I just want to dab it in with this sharpest point. So then I'll just dab this particular section here, and that's it. That's all I need. Downside though is that when you knead it, it is still very soft. That's why it's so desirable, but it won't keep its shape. So even once you dab at its sharpest point, it'll start to like be blunt because it's very soft. So that's one of the things that kind of like grinds my bones. Oh dear, it's very dark. So I'm slowly laying down the work. So all this section here, I'm just gonna leave it white, but I will go over it with some line work later on. Hang on, let me blow some of the carbon powder away. Okay, I feel a little bit more confident, so let's go back to the little muzzle thing. Okay. Get my Prismacolor here. And we'll just ever so slightly blend it, but it is pretty. It is hard to get through because it's very very dark. Sorry, very narrow for normal pencil to go through. That's why we need mechanical pencils. Okay, this one requires just a little bit of white fur just underneath. Okay, then get this carbon pencil here. Okay. Blending stub is very, very useful. Because you can imagine it's so much thinner than my fat fingers. So it's really good to just blend with it. You have like much better control. You can go into places your finger can't. Then you can shade it however you want. Also, the fact that of course, once you dirty a blending stump, obviously those lead is not gonna go away. You can also use it to make your own pattern or like smudges. So, you know. The world's your oyster. So and not to mention that sketching, I feel like their materials last a really long time. I mean, not that I do a lot of sketching, so I can't really gauge how fast it diminishes, but personally, at the rate uh my blending stumps or my pencils are going, it's really not that fast. It's actually quite slow. Um, so you know, you can. I feel like if you want to start on art, I feel sketching is kind of like a good way to kind of gauge your expectations. And because, like, number one, you're not working, you don't have to care about color. You're only working one color, which is black, you know. So, um, you don't have to it doesn't you don't have to boggle your mind too much about it. Hang on. Okay. I am also thinking of giving a workshop for sketching. I think it's really nice. Okay, get my mechanical pencil. And that's when we start doing detail work. So the mechanical pencil I use to be lead. I think for the most part it does its job really well. It doesn't have to be any darker. If it is darker, I mean, I guess that's a bonus. But I feel like it doesn't have to be. I think 2B suffice. And I also think that 2B lead is more readily available because it's mostly what office stationery uses, 2B mechanical pencil lead. So then you just add the, you know, detail work, and then all of a sudden it looks so much better. For the outline, I try to make it as light as possible because for this particular piece, the sunlight is kind of giving it a little bit of backlight. So the fur is actually very white, a bit lighter than the background itself, hence why it's called backlighting. But we are already working on a white background, so I'm just trying to give just try to let you guys know that there is some fur, so I'm just going to do like tiny I'm not sure you can see, I guess, yeah, you can see like right here, trying to give it like tiny hairs. And then I'm going to add a little bit more contrast below the muzzle. And shade it just a little bit. Okay, where am I? In here deserves a little bit more. Oh, going a little bit off screen. I feel here needs a little bit more contrast. Okay, I think I'll start by adding the tiny hairs just here. And we have the little whisker fur. It's like every time when they have like whiskers, they have like little dots on their cheeks, so to speak. trying to follow the direction of the fur. It is a little bit difficult because the quality I downloaded, it's not that clear. This one is a different challenge because it's a lot of shot fur. Yeah, we're kind of going in depth. It's like a very close portrait, so. It's gonna be like a long work of lots and lots of fur texture. Try to do it as light as possible, but I guess if it's not, because it's 2B, I cannot go any lighter than 2B, but if need be, I can use the rubber eraser. This is a lot more work than I anticipated. I'll take my eraser and just dab it over here. okay. Over here, it starts to get very, very bright. So here, this area, I am not gonna touch it at all. I'm gonna take an 8B. Hang on, I'm gonna drink some water. Hey, Dragon! How you doing? Yeah. I am online at this hour. I made arrangements with my workplace, and Fridays I get off. So, well, when I say arrangement at my workplace, it's a family business, so they do allow me a bit of leeway, fortunately. So Friday mornings I will live stream, and then probably go back to work, check out if anything urgent. If not, you know, then I'll probably do artwork. How have you been, my friend? Yeah, I've been trying to work around to see what timing is best. So here we are. Yes, it's so good to see you again. How you been? Please, please, please tell me, how has your life been? Last time we talked, you said you'd tell me about your new job that is treating you well. But unfortunately, Dark Fox won't be able to join us because, you know, he's working at this hour. So Friday morning streams, no Dark Fox. It's the eraser. That. Okay. Hey, Wendy, how are you? I almost called you Christy. How are you doing, Wendy? Yeah, it's good to be streaming again. I had like a little bit of a art burnout recently, so trying to find my groove. This last year has been really, really tiring. Doing good, still recovering for surgery, but it's coming along. Oh, what surgery do you have? Are you okay? Hope you're resting easy. No Fox? Aw, do say hi to him though, miss him. Aw, I'll be sure to let him know. Thank you, Dragon. Yeah, no Fox, unfortunately. I was thinking like we could, I mean, like I thought about this a long time ago, whether we could stream on weekends, but stream on weekends, it's very, very tiring. It's just so like, weekends, yay! Go to the mall, play Pokemon Go. My goodness, Dragon. Every time I see your friends list when I want to give you gifts, you have like the best looking Pokemon, and your character always dresses in in the fanciest of outfits. I get really jealous, okay? Hysterectomy, beginning of Feb. Remind me what hysterectomy is again? Sounds so familiar, but I don't think I know what it is. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing fine. Okay, we are slowly getting there, folks. Hopefully this will be like my new streaming time, but it really depends. If my work has a lot of urgent things, no stream. But if I think my work can cut out for it, then yay, stream. Removing of uterus, cervix, and fallopian tubes. They left ovaries. Ah, okay. Few more weeks, should be totally back tomorrow. That's good. That's good. Wish you a speedy recovery. Does this mean now Tim has to do everything in the house? You have an excuse to just lay back and relax. I keep up to date with the game. Yeah, I know you do. All the community. I'm pretty sure you do all the events, the community days. I get really lazy to follow up with those. Hence, all my Pokemon are just super boring. Still a bit to go and have to watch what I do, but soon. Soon. Okay. I feel like I'm actually hoping we could finish this tonight. Oh. Hang on. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, you didn't have to. You didn't have to. Oh, thank you. Okay. Bye. Sorry guys, my mom made breakfast for me. All the love and tender care a mom can ever give. True food. He has been really good helping out. He's awesome. He better. Come on, man. You gotta keep up with Wendy. Of course, he has to be good. I hope you guys don't mind me eating. Well, heading to bed. Yeah, I got to see you for a couple of minutes. Have a great Friday. Hope to see you again. Yes, I hope to see you again, Chrissy. Hey, Chrissy. Oh my god, I always. Wendy. Oh my god, my brain. Take care. Please say hi to Tim for me and rest well. Bye, Wendy. Okay. I really have no idea. I really hope I can finish this. But I have that. I don't know what am I doing. Hi, bye, Tim. Yes, so how are you, Dragon? How has life been? I actually been meaning to ask, have you managed to receive the postcard I wanted to pass you? Remember that time I was supposed to send it to your girlfriend's place? Currently playing this game called Death Stranding, and it's about like a delivery man simulator. But yeah, I think it's an interesting game. It makes you feel like you really have a more appreciation for delivery men. Not that I did not have not that I did not have an appreciation for delivery men before, but I'm just saying that this game is like the way they built it up. It was quite interesting. The world building, the story. Oh, you did? Oh, that's so awesome. Small thing, Dragon. Small thing. I am actually going to send another postcard. Oh, one of the viewers, Panda, he wanted a postcard of what do you call that? The fan art I did of Spirited Away. Um, yeah, I did this one. So it's like a Haku in the background. Gonna send that over to him. I was wondering whether you want another postcard. I like sending postcards. It's like can't believe our parents do this. Like, oh my god. Born in the time of emails, man. So like postcards are just so takes forever in comparison. Okay. unfortunately, I did a few animal portraits to kind of know how the direction of fur is done. Okay. I think this one I'll use the blending stump. Just kind of give like an illusion of fur instead of actually doing too much. Little furs feels a little off, I guess. Yes, I like some more, of course, but we'll let you know where to send them. Okay, no problem. So how's your girlfriend? I hope she's fine and dandy. Are you resting now, Dragon? Like, are you at home or are you like at work? I can't remember what it is you do now, because I remember you used to work odd hours, and then you got a new job already, and then I don't know. Can't remember like how you function now. Manticore, how are you? Drawing looking so good. Ah, thank you so much, Dragon. You're so sweet. And yes, my Pokemon look nice. Yes, they always do. It's 8:17. Ah, it's super awake. Awesome. That is my intention for streaming at this hour. Hi, I follow your work on Insta. Oh, thank you so much. How are you, Manticore? It's been so long. Oh my god. I've been trying to get back in the streaming game. But time, man, time. Time is very, very selfish and unwilling to share more of it, you know? It's so good to see all of you again. I was I was really tired last night, and I was like thinking, oh, should I stream? I feel so lazy. But I was like, it's been such a long time. It's like, no, you gotta start streaming again. So I woke up this morning and I'm like, let's do this. Here I am. Hi guys. She's in Boston. I'm still here in Guatemala. Ah, okay. I remember. Was it America? I don't know. In my head, it was UK or something. Uh, What's she doing in Boston? Is she working? Working in Boston. Where is another guy? Right now is 10 a.m. on a Friday morning, so he's at work. I fortunately have a family business, so I asked my parents if I can live stream, if I can take Fridays off to focus on my art, and they were like, yeah, okay. It's very nice of them. So here I am. I can focus on my art. I'm trying to, I've been thinking about it, and I think I want to make my new streaming time around this time. I think it's a lot easier for you guys. And yeah, but it also highly depends. If I have anything urgent at work, then I won't be streaming. So I've been okay with work, so I get to stream today. Yeah, we need another DS3 moment. Oh my god, yes. I actually restarted the game, but with my current what do you call that? With my current armor, so same armor. I did not restart my character, but I did restart the story. Because I wanted to play it again, but like I have the DLC, so I still haven't played that. You guys can see my genuine reaction to all those, but I have to keep up. I have to start playing again and then finish the story I restarted. I don't know, man. I'm just like I'm a little unsure because like my frame rate for Dark Souls 3 is not that great, right? I've been wanting to upgrade my computer since forever. But no. It's really expensive trying to upgrade your computer. And I don't know. I do think like if I really set aside funds, I can afford it. But then you just kind of feel like, oh no, but there are other important things that I should do. I should focus on. You know what I mean? Priorities. Yes, she's working very hard. Yes, Dragon, I've been working very hard. You can't escape from finishing the S3. You also got a point there. My brother started on the 3DS 3DS. Why do I keep saying 3DS? DS3. He started on Dark Souls 3, the downloadable content, and he said it was so beautiful. And I'm like, damn it. Need to start somewhere. But then I was just mentioning just now that I just started playing Death Stranding. Do you play games, Dragon? Have you played Death Stranding Manticore? surprisingly, it's like a delivery man simulator playing constant fetch quests. But it's so addictive and so good. Wait, I prefer you. I prefer you on this work. I like doggo. Why, thank you very much, Manticore. Oh yeah, okay, so I just let you know, I recently started on sketching. I like it very much. This doggo is actually my fourth piece. So I just show you. This is my first piece trying to use carbon. I've never used carbon before, so yeah. Someone mentioned this looks like a Sunsilk commercial for the horse. um, then I did this one. Ooh, I like this one. I'm really proud of this one. Horses are very easy because it's like they don't really have any fur to work with, so it's just like uh it's just what do you call that? It's just blend. And this is the latest one, the little kitty. And then now I'm working on a doggo. I am trying to understand fur. The kitty one was actually relatively very easy because it's long fur, but doggo is a little tricky because of all the short fur. Ah! All the short fur on his face. It's making it really hard. Doggo is hard. Making my life hard, doggo. Why you gotta do that to me? Dip. Okay. And then, so now you get to see I can use this eraser. It's the mechanical eraser. And just erase to give it somewhat lines. Okay, continue. Of course I play games. I'm currently playing Black Desert Mobile. Huh. Not very familiar with mobile games, unfortunately. If I bring down the brightness, you guys can see a sort of flickering, right? It's a little annoying. But then you can't really see all the detail work I'm doing. Let me know what you guys think. Should I maintain brightness as is or bring it up a bit? Is the flickering bothering you guys? Because I am not too sure, because when I see it, it looks very bright that you can't see anything much of what I'm doing. Doggo sheen. Okay. Lots of tiny, tiny furs. I do find the dog to be the most difficult so far because of their little tiny, tiny hairs. I'm wondering if somebody asked me to teach them how to do this, I'd probably be like, I would say this is roughly intermediate. I think the horse is the easiest, but not many people would probably want to do horse. I'm like trying to think this year, I'm trying to tackle workshops. Hopefully, teach. But I get stage frights really easy. I never like to be the center of attention, which is kind of ironic considering that I'm having a stream and talking to you guys right now. Yeah, I thought it would be nice to teach if I can get over my fears. Use 8B. Okay. Hey, Isaac. Damn, what you doing this time? Aren't you supposed to be at work? Just got off work. Oh, damn, time to sleep. Okay. Well, yeah, you better get some rest. You're always overworked. But thanks so much for dropping by the stream. Trying to make Doggo's ears look good. I'm trying to make his ear look a little bit more furry using the mechanical pencil. because around his ears are pretty white, so I'm trying to not color too much, but I will use the blending stump to add a little bit of shading. Okay, get back my blending stump. Add a little bit of shading so the ears don't look too two-dimensional. You don't want that. Like the entire dog, we're trying to go for realism, and then suddenly you don't do too much on the ear, then the ear is the one that will look out of place. I guess our brains just can't accept that just a little bit off. You can tell, and then they'll be like, they'll stone you to death for it. Like, no, does not look real. Something's wrong with that dog. And then that's it. No more. No more. People no likey. Okay. Okay, something like that. Alright. We're kind of done with the ears. Let's see. Okay, good night, Menti Curry. Thank you so much for dropping by. It has been so long since we chat. Have a nice night, have a good sleep, and hopefully tomorrow will be a nice day for you. Bye! Okay. We're almost done. I can feel it. Maybe not almost done because we still got the whole body thing to go. I think we should continue with, let's see. Okay. Bye. Okay, we'll try to color this and blend it. So even you can hear how rough it is. It's very, very rough. Not that it's a bad thing, I'm just merely observing. Okay, so around here is when you start to lose its sharpness because of the depth of field. So over here, I am just using the blending stump, nothing more. As in, like, no detailed work whatsoever. Try to add a little bit of texture, like the direction of her, if it's visible. Okay. I guess it still looks very, 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 very bright. Okay, I'm taking an 8B pencil and I am just assisting in making it just ever so slightly a little darker. Then I'm taking my blending stump and soften it a little more. So you can hear, this is graphite. Just even just listening to it is so much smoother, isn't it? So you can see it's like a layer of fur. Okay. Beast Wilkinson. I have things to do, but I want to see this finish. Been here maybe 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Ah, thank you, Beast Wilkinson. Maybe a little less. Well, I'm sorry. I'm really hoping to finish this on this stream too, but probably not as. Can't hear me. Am I too soft? Or you can't hear me at all? I'm currently streaming, but thank you for the art stream. Thank you, Beast Wilkinson. Thanks so much. What are you streaming? Maybe you can tell a little bit about yourself. Alright, maybe we can catch you later. Bye. Thank you, thank you. Go have a nice dream. Bye-bye. Okay. I'll try. This is getting harder and harder. It is getting a little harder. So difficult. Okay, all this stuff probably. Okay, I'll color this here. Okay. I'm looking at my OBS. It does look like I mean, there is noise, so I don't know what to do with that. Okay. We can use this here just to think that like there's fur. So I don't really know how to do this yet. All I do know is this entire place is darker. So so we're gonna use the blending stump. Hang on, let me just pick this up. Oh, sorry. Hit the webcam. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know really. Okay, I'll just try to tell you what's going on in my head. I don't think it's as nice as I guess as I wanted it to be. I don't know, I feel like there's just too much fur texture to the point that maybe it does not look too real. I have this problem, like if I do not feel confident about something, I do not like it. But the more I look at it, the more I start to like it. But it takes time. I cannot teach this to a beginner's class. It's just too much things to do. So the thing that's great about graphite is that it's so easy to erase, but for me, if I can avoid it, I never want to pick up an eraser, preferably, because erasers are not as sharp as a pencil. I have heard of an electric eraser before. I think that's like the easiest, probably, in terms of application, although I never seen it in stationery stores here. I don't know whether it's a real, not a real as in like whether it's a thing in Malaysia, because that would be very interesting. So, but then again, I don't like it because with erasers it's just so, there's so little control in it that I don't like it at all. Like, even if I bought the Mono Zero that is rectangular, look how blunt it is. As much as I like it to be sharp, it's just not that great. And erasers, even though you erase it, if you do like one stroke, you're not going to lift everything out of it. So I try my best to think of ways to go around white spots. So like usually like around here I try to, it's kind of like watercolors. Watercolors, you cannot lay down white over a color area, is it won't be as great as just leaving the white area untouched. That's where you get the most saturated form of white you can ever get out of, well, everything else. So I'm also having that same problem here, which is why I try not to. That's why I'm moving very slow, because I'm trying to plan out how to go about this. And it is not easy. Kind of racking my brain around this. Okay. Then I'm gonna take a kneadable eraser and just dab on the place I want it to be lighter. Show the fur moving upwards, like curling upwards. Hello, forgot you were streaming. Oh, hey Dark Fox. Dragon was here just now. He was asking where are you and to send you his love because he missed you. I don't know if Dragon is still in the stream now, actually. What do you think? I'm going to finish it. At least I hope so. My earphone's not working. Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay, it's starting to get darker here around this area, so let's start thinking. I think I'll use an 8B. And also start like putting it in. Okay, I am going to use a mechanical pencil and just sharpen it. Try to add in more. Detailed lines. I'm gonna go with, I think here is probably when it starts getting darker, that you can't see too much of the details. Oh, you can hear me now? Oh, I was saying that Dragon was here just now and he wanted me to send his love because he was asking, where were you? Why weren't you in the stream? So I told him I'll send your love. I'm not sure if he's still in the stream now. I think he had to go, maybe. Yeah. He misses you, he said. Okay. I'm thinking really hard. Doggo is hard. Okay, there's just so much little fur to work with. I think this is more like an intermediate. If I were to teach this, it would be categorize it as intermediate. Okay. Yeah, the mono 0 does help. So I made a little mistake there and want to like really fine it up a little. using a blender stump and just also following the direction of fur. So like in certain white areas, I don't want to give it too much of a fine line. I just want like illusionary lines, like how your brain, even though it's like a light area, and I don't put any lines, like real lines, your brain just kind of goes like, oh, there's supposed to be a line there, and it just kind of creates that illusion itself. I'm not sure how to explain it better than that. Like it's like, you know, over here it's like there should be lines to illustrate fur, but you don't see it. But I use the blending stump. It's very soft, so it's not very obvious, but in your head just kind of understands that there is fur there. All right, I'll buy it, you know, that kind of thinking. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take a break. Drink water, guys. Stay hydrated. Okay. It's 11. I'm just gonna take a break and rest my eyes. I have pretty weak eyes, so be patient with me, please. My eyes get really tired. Fortunately, this is during like the morning where I just woke up and then just streamed, so my eyes are not that bad. They don't feel that tired, but nonetheless, I should take care and give them their proper rest before I, you know, before I get too old and start regretting my actions. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go with 8B. So far, my choice of lead is 8B. Thinking. taking an 8B, but then I'm kind of pressing it on very lightly. I think here is when it starts to get a little bouquet-ish. So we're just going to blend out everything. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, hey Ernest! Meow! Didn't you mean ruff ruff? It's getting more and more difficult. Starting to... I'm almost done with it. I think maybe gotta tweak the contrast a little as well. Especially the very, very thick fur over here. That's gonna be a little bit tricky, so we'll try to figure that out together. What is for lunch? I'm thinking of growing a fish donut that looks like our dog with 50% less dirt feet. It's a Shiba Inu, so close. I wouldn't mind going to Fish Donut. Want to give their food a try. Is the whole family interested in eating at Fish Donut, or is it just gonna be you, me, and Rachel? Okay, I am going to take 8B again. So now that I'm working with graphite, uh, it is nicer in the sense that you can build up your contrast. So you can start from 6B all the way to 8B instead of like carbon, where I laid down the carbon first and you can't build up from that. So now it's like a nice time to just relax. But also working out the kinks. So now his fur is kind of going like a very arrow direction, because his fur is all very clumped up, especially for dogs. It's all very clumpy. Mom wants to go. Been hyping it for her. Yes, you've been hyping it for me too. Such a good business marketing man, you. Okay, so here. Something like that. And then some here. Okay, I feel a little bit more confident now. So I'm gonna take Prismacolor. Not Prismacolor, Polychromos. Why do I always mix the two up? And you can see that Polychromos is a lot darker than 8B. So this one is only for certain clumps, some that are like darker than the other. Okay. Continue taking that 8B. Okay. Okay, now I'm not too engrossed in the details because all this will be in bokeh form, so it's fine. Now we're taking the blending stump. So get ready for the camera to move again because I'm just gonna keep coloring and coloring. Okay. I'm just gonna blend everything. It's supposed to be in darkness anyways, so Okay. I'm gonna take the polychromos, start darkening it. So as you see, when I put the polychromos next to the carbon, it is almost as dark, but shy of it. So I still like carbon a lot. Also the fact that carbon, because it's a soft lead, is very easy to spread it around. And I like that. Okay, we can see, I think I feel that there should be a little bit more shading. Bump up the contrast. I feel it's still very bright, especially here, because the light source is coming from this side, so half of it should be illuminated. Over here it should be dark, and I shouldn't shy away from darkness. I am almost done, guys. feel like that is kind of a big improvement. Maybe go with 8B. Okay, then get some of the mono zero. Maybe erase it a little. Okay, I feel we should add a little bit more. I think contrast. Contrast really helps a lot. So we're trying to add dark wherever we can darken it. At the same time, we'll try to just add some first strokes. Even though it's in a shadowy area, it's also quite nice to define the shadow itself. Because everything right now just looks like, it all just looks like in the shade of 2B. And we don't want that because it can look a little boring, you know. If it's just like, if it looks a lot or too much of gray, then it's a little bit boring. Life just can't be totally gray. You should have a little bit of black and white too. So now I'm feeling a little bit more confident. You can see that I don't mind using darker tones now. Now that I know what I'm going for. I need to give the dog a little fur whiskers around the eyes. Give it a little whiskers around the mouth. Okay. It looks like a catfish. Oh no, I'm sorry again. Alright, it looks so much better now. Just now it looked so bright. And a little bit here. Okay, I feel a little better about this now. Just now I was a little like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. The fur here is a little overexposed, so there isn't any details here, so it's like just completely white. HB would be better. Okay. All right. I think that looks a lot better. Don't know what else can I do to improve upon it. I wanted to give it a more smoother feel. I think that's it. There you go. And sign. Today is ta-da! Okay. And there you have it, folks. Ish. My apologies. Okay, there you go. Let's see if you guys can have a closer look. Put the zoom, not zoom, focus on auto. Let's see whether you guys can see. Focus, damn it. Autofocus is totally not helpful sometimes. All right. See some of the fur work. Then the ear is a little bouquet. And then you can see his fluffy tail is also like a little too blurred out, so to give it that depth of field. And there you have it. It looks cute. It looks like a oops. It looks like a postcard. And a feel. Okay. That's it, guys. Shiba Inu is done. And thank you so much for joining me on my today's stream. It's been a while since I streamed, so good to be back. Try to make this like a little, let's see, try to make this a little weekly, hopefully. Let's see who we can raid over at Twitch. So I don't know if I have. No, I don't have anybody I can raid. Well, okay. Alright, I think that's it, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys next time. You can follow me on Instagram. That's where I am most active. And if you want, you can always help support the channel by pledging over at Patreon. I always share monthly free high resolution reference photos, and I try to make everything free. All the videos and tutorials, I always try to make them free. And if you like to support the channel, you can do so over at Patreon. Thank you, everybody, for joining, and see you guys next time. Bye.